Good evening, it's Karen, your health and wellness coach from Vital Assurance, and I'm coming to you from my kitchen where it is dinner time. So Toby has just returned from after school activities of playing basketball, and I'm on a really tight time frame because Nate is needing to leave shortly to go off to his basketball training. So we are having a really quick and simple dinner tonight, and I don't think you're going to believe how easy this pasta dish is going to be. So I have decided that today we're going to have another day of a break from animal protein. So we've had a lot of chicken over the last few days, or well, the kids and Matt have had a lot of chicken over the last few days. It's okay, Toby, you can pop your lunchbox back. And so I decided that I'm going to extend my meatless Monday to Tuesday as well. And so we are having a meatless dinner tonight. However, this meal would go absolutely beautifully with some, poached chicken or some pan-fried chicken, cubed chicken as well. So you're more than willing to add some animal protein to it if that's what you desire. So I've got my pasta on the boil, and because we are going meatless, I wanted to do a pasta that was going to give a little bit more nutrition and a little bit more protein. And so I've gone for it's a combination, I think, of borlotti beans, lentils and chickpeas. It's the San Remo brand, so you just buy it from the supermarket, and it's your traditional, long spaghetti pasta. So that's going to be our base, and that's going to be where the kids are going to get a lot of their protein and a lot of fibre as well from that. So I have got a tablespoon of oil heating up on the pan because I'm going to start my sauce now, and I'm just going to mince into that or crush into that a little bit of garlic. Now you can add some diced onion or sliced onion if you desire, but I'm going to be keeping it really nice and simple. So I've got that going into my pan. Now I've got my heat on a medium heat because when you're using olive oil, you're wanting it to be on a smaller temperature so that the oil doesn't end up burning or doesn't, as we say, become toxic in any way. So I'm just going to let that garlic saute for a couple of minutes. And with garlic, you want to keep stirring it to make sure that it doesn't burn and stick, because that can happen very, very easily. So whilst this is happening, I've got my pasta cooking, but I'm also steaming some broccoli as well, because I always like to have a few greens with our dinner. So I've got my broccoli going in the steam oven. So literally this dish is going to come together in 10 minutes. So that is absolutely perfect, especially when you've got some hungry children and a hungry adult as well. All right, so I've got my garlic there ready to go. So it's a pasta sauce that is not tomato based. I'm using pureed pumpkin. So if you've had leftover pumpkin mash or anything, this is a very easy dish that you can just convert into your pasta dish. Otherwise, just steam up a little bit of pumpkin and mash it yourself. So I'm adding that into the pan, and there's about 2 cups worth here of my pureed pumpkin. Toby, you going to help me out?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a bit of a stir for me. So you want to mix the garlic into it and try and keep it all in the pan, yeah?
Maybe.
So whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to get a spoon to give the pasta a stir. So sometimes this is how our dinner rolls with some family members assisting, especially when I decide to just prepare it in the last minute. So pasta is cooking away. Okay, Toby's done a great job there of stirring stirring it, and he likes to taste things along the way and make sure that everything's okay, don't you, Toby?
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to add at this point just a couple of cracks of the salt. That's my broccoli finishing, so I'm just going to stop that. There we go, that's all ready to go. All right, so you've given that a good stir. I'm going to add now a tin of coconut cream, and I like to use the AM brand, which, yes, to make it creamy. Yeah. I like to use the AM brand because that is one of the cleanest and purest, coconut products you can get. It's literally just coconut, no preservatives or anything. So I'm going to pour that into it. So again, I had 2 cups of the pumpkin. Yep, you can mix it up. 2 cups of the pumpkin puree, and I'm putting in a cup of the coconut cream. Now, obviously, if you want to use regular cream, you are more than welcome to use regular cream. We are more of a dairy-free household, so that's where I like to use the coconut cream. And I find that it gives it a really good taste. It adds that creaminess, and also the fats in coconut are really good for you as well. So Toby's just going to give that all a bit of a mix. So you want to make sure that the coconut cream and the pumpkin combine. So you're doing a really, really good job there. Thank you. Just careful to keep it all in the pan. So this is one of my quick and easy dinners, and if quick and easy is what you are after, which I think most of us are, especially when you've come home from work or you've got your kids that are needing to to have a good whole foods meal, you're going to absolutely love the meal planner that I've got coming out, which I'm so excited to say is going to be available either from tomorrow, which is Wednesday, or Thursday. We are in the final touches where there's over 60 recipes in there where all of them can be prepped in under 20 minutes. So all of this stress and this overwhelm of what am I going to cook for dinner and how am I going to get it ready in time, and I don't want to be in the kitchen for too long, is going to be completely removed from you. So I'm really excited. So if you're jumping onto this, because this has grabbed your fancy, because you can see that it's quick and easy, as I said, you're going to love the meal planner that I have got coming out. You can come on through, mate. All good. So I'm just going to increase the temperature a little bit, just because we want to get it simmering. So that's all cooking away. The pasta's coming along really nicely.
Danetza's just joined in.
Hi Danetza, how are you? And how's Jax? And how's David? We haven't seen you for ages. So anyway, that's all starting to bubble. It can make a little bit of a mess. So just be mindful. You've done such a good job, Toby. If you want to try it, get a teaspoon rather than dipping your finger. Yep, over from that side. And you've done such a good job of smearing the little bit that dropped out of the pan. Okay, and we're having a big mouthful as a try and a taste. Okay, go for it. As all of it spills back in. Is it hot?
Yep.
All right, we want it nice and hot. Now, for the final ingredient, nutritional yeast. My kids love everything tasting cheesy, but I also like to keep the amount of cheese that they eat to something a little bit more reasonable. So this is where nutritional yeast is absolutely perfect. That was good, Toby?
Yeah.
All right. So nutritional yeast is your vegan version of like your Parmesan cheese. So of course, if cheese is something that you're more than happy to add, then definitely add it in. So we've got half a cup here of nutritional yeast, and I might just show you what it looks like. So that's the nutritional yeast flakes that I buy. It's a great source of vitamin B12, which is fantastic for you and gives you a lot of energy and a lot of vibrancy as well. So Toby, come on, pop it in. This is the final ingredient, and we're going to give this a stir to make sure it all blends in, and it just adds an extra element of creaminess to it as well. So, you and I have both made an absolute mess here at the stove. Lucky I had it cleaned today, huh? So as we continue mixing this through, just so that it all combines.
No another taste for me.
No need to taste it, all's good. That's all mixed in, as you can see, all nice and smooth. It's got a nice creamy texture. Tobes, just move out of the way. You can see that it's nice creamy texture there. Toby's confirmed it's all hot. Turning that off, your pasta sauce is done. So that was 5 ingredients: olive oil, garlic, pumpkin puree, coconut cream, and nutritional yeast. Oh, and sorry, a little bit of salt as well, but literally 4 crabs. You don't need to add that in at all if you don't want to. So that is all ready. My pasta is all ready now. My broccoli is all ready. Yep. So dinner is done. I am now going to serve it all up and feed these hungry hippos in my household. So thanks again for jumping on. I hope that you have found some inspiration for this dinner. And as I said again, my meal planner will be the perfect, the perfect product for you to help reduce your stress and all of that overwhelm of being in the kitchen. So until we meet again, in good health, Karen. Bye.
Bye.